I don't have my one little special snowflake. I have 6 very not special snowflakes.
Hi guys, and welcome back to Unsolicited Moms. Today, Julie and I are going to talk about parenting fears and what happens to those fears that we first had when we had a baby, and now how have those fears disappeared, or have they just sort of like upgraded and switched themselves for new fears as your kid gets older?
We just trade them in.
You just trade them in and trade them up,
Just
right?
trade them in, I think. Yeah.
Because I remember like being pregnant and thinking, what the heck am I going to do with this
Right.
baby? Like, I don't know what I'm doing. There's no manual. And then when she came along, you know, all the fears were like, will she sleep through the night or will she die in her sleep? SIDS, everything. Everything I could think of scared
Right.
the crap out of me.
Right. Well, and you think about, like, now my youngest kid is 8, so I think about things that I used to, really carry the worry balloon around about. It was things like, will they sleep? Will they eat? Will I be able to breastfeed? Are they pooping correctly? Are they all those little functions? And then you realize, like, later that, like, it's fine.
Yeah,
You just don't need to worry.
But then the next things happen. Like, I look back on my friends now, they have babies, and I'm like, oh, God, I remember when they were containable units like that. And then they start, walking, and they're all excited. I'm like, oh, you do not want them walking. That's going to change everything. Now you're going to worry about bumps and stairs. And then, they grow up and start talking, and you're like, what are they going to tell the neighbors about what I said? They're going to repeat everything. What if their first word is the F-bomb?
Well, then it's like school. Then it's how are they going to school? How are they going socially? And then they're starting high school. Are they going to be able to get into university? Or they're playing hockey? Or are they supposed to be getting a scholarship? Or, there's always going to be something. But I have to say, as a parent of 6 kids, that worry balloon pops around kid 3.
So I just got to keep reading.
Well, and that's
happen.
it. Like for a singleton parent, you're gonna have a really different experience.
Yeah.
I happened to learn very early on that the kids are all right. They are gonna poop. They are gonna eat. They are gonna sleep. Like it's all gonna happen. And my worrying about it is a complete waste of time. You do get a little more chill, I think, with the more kids that you have because you know that. It's experience, right?
Yeah.
You've had that experience of knowing that the kids are going to be okay.
I think the problem, I've kind of figured out what the rationale behind, like, only children, they say that they're spoiled and us parents spoil our only children.
Okay.
When you have a second kid, you realize, like they say, you don't take as many pictures of your second kid. You don't worry about all these things. But the thing is, you've gone through it once and now you're going through it a second, third, fourth, fifth, sixth time. And so, of course, you're an old pro at this, but when you are a mom or dad of one kid, everything that kid does is a first and will always be a first for me for the rest of my life.
Right. And your first and only.
My first and only.
Yeah.
So, like, yay, all those years are over worrying about bumps and scratches and SIDS, but now I have all the other stuff and I have no learning experience
to apply to it. So how do you think that applies to this kind of stereotype of singletons being spoiled?
I don't know about spoiled, but I mean...
Maybe overprotected?
Overprotected. We do overprotect, and we don't maybe let our guard down as much as we would is if we had the training of baby 2 or 3 to say, oh my God, it's all going to be okay.
Yeah, they're going to fall out of the tree, they're going to break their arm, they're going to get a cast, and they're going to be okay.
That is my biggest fear this summer.
Right,
it's
so
coming.
like my kids live in trees. They go from tree to tree like monkeys, like that's...
Planet of the Apes?
Yeah, pretty much, yeah.
Well, it's too expensive to keep 6 kids in the house, I can see
I'll
that.
tell you what, too, that is also pretty freeing, that I think takes away some of the fear. And this might sound a little odd. When our kids grow up, we actually can't control their perceptions of things.
That's true.
We all have that experience of, something our parents said to us and it totally, rocked our worlds. We're like, I can't believe they said that, and they don't remember it. And then they have that experience of saying something that they thought they ruined us and we don't remember it. No matter really what we do, they're going to have their own story to tell and we won't be able to argue it. And I've got the perfect example. I have these 2 friends and they're brothers and they're a year apart. And they both have an entirely different experience of their father. They were both on the same sports teams all the way through life, their childhoods. And one says dad was at every game, and one says dad never came to a single game.
What?
So, yeah. Okay. So the one, and maybe dad went to half, and that was more than enough for the one kid and not enough for the other kid. So dad couldn't win, right? Like, I just feel like...
that poor dad.
I know, and I kind of feel like that too. Like, no matter what our kids say when they grow up, we can't defend it. We can't say, actually, your perception's wrong because that's their experience of it. So, in a way, I'm like, well, it kind of doesn't matter what I do because, I mean, I'll do the best I can, but who knows really what little thing I might say that is meaningless that they're going to carry with them and need
Yeah.
therapy for, or what big thing I do that they're not going to even really notice.
I feel like we're gonna get blamed anyway.
We're so getting blamed.
Maybe like the
anyway.
twins. Did you ever read that book by Thomas Tyron, The Other, where there was like twins and one was evil and one was good?
Ooh.
Maybe they're like them because in
Maybe
the
like
end
that.
there were no twins.
Oh, snap.
Spoiler alert.
Evil
too.
twin story is just
They're
no.
good. They're good.
No, but you always
Anyway.
go back to The Shining with the sisters in the hallway.
Yeah, that wasn't very nice.
Oh, no, no, sorry, twins. For the record, I always wanted twins and never got any.
For the record, I didn't.
Right.
I was really worried I would have them. I
So
can't
what are
handle
your
one.
biggest fears? What keeps you up at night? Do you find you just get over one fear and then you create another fear? Is it a waste of time? Does something good come of it?
Yeah.
You know, I do feel like maybe I'm again lucky in that I've got heirs and spares. So I you know, I don't have my one little special snowflake. I have 6
Yeah.
very not special snowflakes.
Proof that two are alike. How do you deal with those fears?
Yeah.
Like, do you just try to chill, or are you like me and you're like, you try to get answers from everyone else?
Right.
Should I worry about this?
Yeah.
So let us know what you think. Leave your comments down below and subscribe to our channel if you like watching us on Unsolicited.
Which you
Check
do.
us out. You do. Check us out on
course, we're
YouTube
funny.
and Facebook.
Yeah.
And we will do a Facebook Live one time soon.
Yes.
Yeah, maybe when things slow down a little bit.
Yeah.
Anyway, we will see
When
you
that
next
will be.
time. I don't know when that will be. Well, I only have one. It's pretty slow.
She can do it today.
Right now. See you next time.